We're going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. Ask Pastor Ken Jackson if he would give us our invocation and then remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Heavenly Father, we lift up our city government to you. Lift up our council here to you, Lord, that their hearts will be open to seek your wisdom on all the decisions they make. Lift up our mayor, Lord, that you'll give him the wisdom and direction to administrate our city government. The department heads, Lord, to carry out the work of their departments. We just ask and pray for good city government. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Powers.
Here.
Mr. Knight.
Present.
Bennett.
Present.
Mr. Cobbs.
Here.
Ms. Flurry.
Present.
If there's no objection from the council, I would like to move item 2, approval of the agenda ahead of honors and recognition, and also in that adjustment move item 6C, which is a resolution ahead of honors and recognition. Are there any objections? Hearing no objections, could we have approval of the agenda as with those modifications? So moved. Is there a second? Second. Second by Mr. Bennett. Any other questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, then the next item will be item 6C, resolutions. And this is a resolution declaring a service weapon surplus. It's Resolution 12-20-14. Do I hear a motion to approve Resolution 12-2014?
So moved.
Second by Ms. Flurry. Any questions or discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise, the motion carries. All right, we will now move to honors and recognition. And the first item on honors and recognition is Eufaula City School teachers, I believe, Mayor.
Yeah, we recently had the Teachers of the Year honored, and we have 3 of the 4 of them here. Eddie, would you like to come up? Sure. Come on up.
You know what they do.
This is your crew here. I'm gonna start with the teacher that's not here, Miss Lisa Salter, which is she's at Eufaula Primary School, correct? Mm-hmm. And she is an elementary teacher.
That's why he had you come up there, Superintendent Tyler. He might need to help reading or something.
Yeah. No, I can see him. I can see him. I was looking and I was looking at the wrong one because I knew Lisa hadn't. I knew she had taught for more than 8 years, and I was reading the wrong one. I was looking at the wrong one. So Lisa's been a teacher for 13 years, and wait a minute. No, excuse me. She's been a teacher for 27 years. I knew it was more longer than 13 years because I know Lisa. She's been a pre-K teacher for 13 years. I'll get this straight just a second. As a matter of fact, she was the first pre-K teacher of this district. So congratulations to her. And y'all come on up. Don't be shy. Come on.
John Savage,
Come
Lisa
on.
Johnson, and Laurel Motley, please come
y'all
forward.
Come on up. And also Lacey Johnson.
Oh, there's Lisa. There she is right
Oh, there's
there.
Lisa.
Just in time.
Stand up there with Eddie there. Hey, Lisa, you just got recognized. Eddie, you take it away. You know these folks.
Well, I'm always here, but I'm just proud to be here tonight to pay recognition and tribute to these fine educators. We have a tremendous amount of quality educators in our system, and I'm just proud to be associated with them. What we have here, each year we have our Teacher of the Year selections, And these 4 have emerged from our schools. And you mentioned Lisa Salter, and Lisa was appointed by her faculty at the Eufaula Primary. And then we'll just kind of skip over here to Laura Motley, who's with Eufaula Elementary. And Laura, what grade did you teach in? 3rd grade. And then Lisa Johnson with the Moore Middle School. And Lisa teaches our exceptional children, special needs, and of course performs whatever duty she needs to do. She does an excellent job with that group of students. And then John Savage at Eufaula High School, one of our high-level science teachers with physics and chemistry, things of that nature. And they all have varied stories. John came out of the private sector, and I think these ladies, I believe, basically just came out of college, and I think went right into education. So, and then probably the most outstanding member is in her first name, Lacey. And she played on the piano at the Teacher of the Year banquet with her dad, Zane, who's assistant principal at Eufaula Elementary. And wow, what just an outstanding job. I don't know if she's going to make a career out of that, which is difficult to do, but she definitely has the talent. So, but they were selected by, which I think is the highest honor, by their peers. And it says a lot when your peers elect you to a position and select you to a position. So, I don't know if they have anything they want to say for themselves, or Eufaula City Schools. And 2 of them will move on to state competition. And that's John and Laura. Will move on and compete for state Teacher of the Year honors. And so we're hopeful that out of this.
Well, I've got two daughters that really think the world of this John here. They still talk about him and what a great teacher he was, and I told them that on numerous occasions, and they learned a lot, and you've produced some really good kids over the years. We appreciate all of our teachers. Congratulations to you guys, because you excelled, and keep playing that piano. You make a career out of it.
I'd like to add just a couple points. One, congratulations to the council for recognition from your peers. That is truly noteworthy, and not only what you do day to day in the classroom, but we also know you do a lot outside the classroom. And we appreciate it because it takes a lot of time and effort. John, you headed up the BEST program, boosting engineering, science, and technology. We know that you all work with students before and after class. We appreciate that. And I was there to hear Lacey play, and it was beautiful. And we enjoyed that music. Typically at the award dinners, we've had high school students sing or play. And so here to have an elementary student, that was really noteworthy. And I think it reflects very well on the additional coursework that we have in our schools for art, music, band, and we thank you all for encouraging that.
With that, Bob, Lisa, of course, we'll have Special Olympics coming up Thursday, our 2nd annual Special Olympics, and I think we have a couple of additional counties that are coming, and Lisa's involved with that. So if you get a chance, come out to the high school field, if the weather permits. If it's not there, be in the community center for the Special Olympics and watch these children, these young folks.
Thank you.
Also, isn't there a Liberty?
Liberty's Legacy is tomorrow at 1 o'clock, kicking off with 3rd grade. Last year was 5th grade. And this is Alabama Power is one of the lead in this program, along with the Liberty Legacy Foundation. And we're partnering with 4-H and Children's Policy Council, Boys and Girls Clubs of Lake Eufaula, Housing Authority, trying to reach young people and help them develop skills and give them opportunities. So we're real excited about this additional kickoff.
I missed that last year. I didn't see it this year.
It's
Thank
fun.
you. We appreciate it. Thank you all.
Good job.
Next item, Mayor, I an add here, since we approved the resolution 12/2014, we're now prepared to move to the next honor.
Move forward to this next honor
Yes.
and recognition, and this one kind of saddens us because we're losing a very good officer on our police force, Lieutenant Nadine Brown. She's been employed with the Eufaula Police Department since April 15th of 1991. Come on up, Nadine. You're officially retired as of the first, correct?
First, yes, sir.
She worked with the Clayton Police Department and the Barber County Sheriff's Office prior to coming to Eufaula. Officer Brown was promoted to sergeant on October 1st of 1998 and lieutenant on October 1st of 2006. And Nadine has a genuine caring and attitude for her job and the public, and she's well recognized out there in the public. And Nadine, you know, we're gonna miss you. But enjoy your retirement. You've worked hard for it, and I hope it's many years. Steve has got something here for you. We had to officially retire this service weapon so we could present it to you. But on behalf of the Eufaula Police Department, we want to present you your service weapon, your badge, and thank you so much for all you've done for the city. That's a nice picture. Come back and see us now. Don't be a stranger.
Getting back to the agenda, we're now on item 3, consent agenda. We have 2 items under the consent agenda: the City Council minutes of February 17th, 2014, and a claims docket dated February 25th, 2014 in the amount of $84,927.52. What are the wishes of the council?
I'll promotion that we approve the consent agenda.
Second, Mr. Cobb. Is there any question or discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise. Mayor, do you have any other comments for the council?
Oh, yes. Oh. Got some recent negative comments about our lake being possibly poisoned, and it was alleged that euthanized animals were being disposed of on public property or city property. I have reviewed the disposal process and can find no evidence that any euthanized animal has ever been disposed of on public property or city property inappropriately. We do have one that I know of, and he was actually a police officer. He's a police dog, and he is buried out at the police range as an honor to him. All of our euthanized animals, unfortunately, we do have to euthanize animals, but all of our euthanized animals are disposed of in the Coffee County landfill. This is a perfectly legal method and accepted practice. If you pull up the website of the Coffee County landfill, you'll see that they actually say on there that they accept deceased animals. And these animals are all the trash on a daily basis in that landfill. It's a very big landfill. It's buried daily. So there's actually some other cities that use this landfill for the same purpose. No one involved with the euthanization process of animals is you know, it's not. It's a necessary evil, unfortunately, but that's kind of puts that to rest. I can find no evidence of euthanized animal ever being disposed of on public property or city property. Also, along the line of animal control, last week we had I had requested, called the Alabama Animal Control Association, and they sent one of their board members down here, and I want him to review our processes and procedures, and his initial findings are very positive. Now he's going to submit an official report, and as soon as we have that official report, we will share that with the council and the public.
Do you have a time frame when that might be completed, Mayor?
Less than 2 weeks.
Less than 2 weeks.
We reviewed a lot of the things, and there's some things we can do to improve our processes, and update our processes, and we always want to do that. The third item I have here, we received notification from the Alabama Department of Transportation Aeronautics Bureau that Wheaton Airport has passed inspection and its license has been issued for another year. So good there. And the fourth item, received a nice card from Miss Martha J. Jackson, thanking the city, specifically Johnny and Lucius, for obtaining the Dudley Quarters grant. And she's very happy with the work that they've done on her home there in Dudley Quarters. So that the Dudley Quarters project is moving on, and I think we've secured 20 homes, which is the goal there, and hopefully we'll line that up here maybe midsummer, toward the end of summer. That's all I have.
Mayor, would you happen to know, is the Wheaton Field license done annually, or is it, you said it was for a year?
It's
Is it
annual.
Okay.
Yeah, and we had a few minor infractions that we had to fix, just minor stuff, a flag that was faded, but we've got those things taken care of and got a clean bill of health, so it's good for another year.
Great, thank you. Visitors, is Pastor Kenneth Glasgow here?
He hasn't made it, but I'm affiliated with the organization. My name is Rachel Smith, and I'm the president of the Barber County branch, TOPS. And our concerns were
Ms. Smith, what's your address?
403 Mary C. Smith Road, Ridgeway, Alabama.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, we have requested last month, asking the city, would they consider giving a resolution to the Massey family, concerning the death of Cameron Massey. They answered all the questions except that one. They didn't say they would or they would not. And then we also want to know, what's the city's position on the employment of the chief? Since the grand jury had been postponed and delayed forward to the AG's office, is the city going to continue to keep him on administrative leave, or what kind of disciplinary action, or what's going to be happening?
Okay. You submitted those, and we've responded to all those questions, if I'm not mistaken, including the status of the police chief. So that we've responded to that in writing. In terms of any resolutions, we're going to wait till we get all the information and facts in, and not do any more than we have at this point.
Well, I hadn't got all my answers because I also submitted, because we wanted the training profile and the personal profile and the SOPs.
Sure.
And we hadn't gotten them yet.
My understanding is that those requests have been received, and some of those items require copying and so forth, and you have to, she's going to tell you what needs to be copied and what not, so you can pay any kind of fees associated with getting you copies of all that, or if you just want to look at them,
No rule
Then-
copies, I pay.
okay.
And,
Then we can arrange that time for
But still, my other question was, I know we discussed the status of the chief, that he was on administrative leave. Is the city gonna continue to pay him while he's on administrative leave? Might be 6 months, might be a year.
Yes, we will.
That's all I wanna know.
We will. All right, ordinances and resolutions. Ordinance 2014-2. This one has to do with amending the zoning ordinance. We are tabling that, and we're going to have a work session. Public will be notified of the work session. And what my understanding is, we'll also be having another ordinance change coming from the Planning Commission, so we'll try to address both those at the work session. And then subsequent to the work session, we will have public hearings before we address anything with changing the ordinance. Next item is ordinance 2014-3. This had to do with the gas ordinance, and we had the filing on the time of the gas tax. When we initially passed that, it's better to coincide at another date with the other cities. So we're trying to line up with the other cities. This is primarily an administrative move that makes it easier for the businesses to make one filing at a time. So that's what's in the 2014-3. What are the wishes of the council?
Make a motion, we pass ordinance 2014-3.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or discussion? All those in favor signify by saying.
Roll call votes now.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, that's an correction, we need a roll call
But
vote.
can we suspend the rules first to vote it in?
So actually what we're doing at this time, because this is, let me
This is an
correct
ordinance.
this. This is an ordinance and not just a resolution change. That's my error. Ordinance 2014. So let's back up here and do this correctly. First, we need to suspend the rules to amend this ordinance, and that requires full unanimous vote of the council. Roll call vote.
Ms. Fleury?
Yes.
Mr. Cobbs?
Yes.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Mr. Knight?
yes,
Mr. Powers?
Yes. All right, now, the proposal is to change the date on the timing of the payment for the gas tax. And the date is outlined in the ordinance change. Any questions or discussions?
no,
We'll do this correctly then. Roll call vote.
Ms. Fleury?
Yes.
Mr. Cobbs?
Yes.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Mr. Knight?
yes,
Mr. Powers?
Yes. Next item is a resolution. It's Resolution 13-2014, and we have a change regarding that resolution. This is the agreement we have with the county and the reopening of New Fort Brodeur Road. Mr. Knight, you want to make any comments on that?
well, I just want to say everything is within order. The two attorneys got together, made the necessary corrections, so everything should go forward. It has been forwarded to the county attorney, so everything's.
All right, we think this will meet muster with the county? We think- So actually, what this was trying to line up with their expectations and ours on this, and now that was, I believe everyone's gotten the information on this.
Yes.
What are the wishes of the council?
Offer motion that we pass this resolution.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Bennett. Any further questions or discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise, motion carries. Under council action and discussion, I just want to bring up a point. I'm sorry.
On the ordinance, 20-14-2, in order to table it, you would need a vote.
Okay.
She's right.
We'll roll call vote. We don't have to roll call that. do we? We have a motion to table the
So moved.
2014-2.
Second.
Second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise. Under council action and discussion, I want to remind the council that we authorize the clerk treasurer to work with the tax assessor on properties where we've placed liens. You remember at certain times we have to do cleanup of properties. and we authorized the city clerk to treasurer to work with the tax assessor to work out payment plans before going directly to seizure of the land. And along that line, I wanted to mention that we have one property at this time that she'll be working with the tax assessor off of that. Just wanted to make that as a part of the minutes, and we'll enter that property address in the minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Finance Committee. Mr. Bennett?
Not much. I got one thing. The municipal court is in need of a copier. They've gotten the correct paperwork. It's under the bid limit. They just want to purchase it. The money will come out of the general fund, will be reimbursed from the municipal administrative judicial fund. Basically, that's all I have.
Yeah. In other words, it's not coming out of our budget. They
It's
already
out
have
of our
money.
budget,
Yeah,
exactly.
All right. And we don't need to take any action on that.
No, just letting everybody know what's going on.
Education, library, zoning, and chamber, we've already had a good report from the Eufaula City Schools of the Teachers of the Year, and also the program coming up with the Liberty Legacy. We're talking about having a work session regarding the zoning ordinance changes, one that we've tabled and one that we're expecting to come forward. That work session is now scheduled for Friday, the 14th at 4 p.m. Did you all put that on your calendars?
Yep.
Parks, Recreation, Airport.
We had our basketball district tournaments this past Saturday. The 7 and 8-year-old boys and 11 and 12-year-old girls won their district. The 11 and 12-year-old boys came in second place in their district. So those three will be traveling in 2 weeks to Gaston to participate in the state tournament for 3 days. Really excited for them and did a really good job. Maggie White was here at the last council meeting, was recognized. She swam in the Southeast Regionals in Nashville this past weekend. She came in 4th place in the 50-meter freestyle swim and 7th place in the 100-meter freestyle swim. And what was so impressive about that, there were 1,050 children per age in these events. She dropped time and I think the 4 of the last, of the 5 that she swam past that. So she did extremely well. She'll be going to swim in the regionals at Georgia Tech University in the middle of March. And she's working hard to get ready for that. She'll do very well.
Thank you.
Street Sanitation Cemetery.
Tim, can you tell us about the street incident?
Yes, Friday morning, we noticed, I had a call at the intersection of Colby Street and West Barber. Had a storm drain was collapsing right there. We went and investigated, and until we could get to it, we went ahead and blocked that intersection off. There's no home that don't have access to it from their homes. It's right there in the intersection. But we was hoping to get started on it in the morning, but after looking at the weather, it looks like it's raining all the way through Thursday, or a good chance. We're just gonna play it by ear and keep the eye on it, monitor it, and we would like to wait till till it was dry and dried out, because they 30-inch pipe takes a lot of work comes down with it. So, but we're gonna play it by ear, and it gets to where we've got to do something, we're ready to do it.
Is this a site where we'd had some previous work?
Yes, sir. It's in there in the vicinity of where I think there was a manhole that had some construction done to it 4 or 5 months ago or something like that. And there's a lot of utilities right there. You got gas, you got sewer, and of course water and storm drains. It's just all runs to that intersection right there.
Tim, are all those roads blocked off?
No, sir. Just that.
Just
that
that
one intersection.
Okay. Has it collapsed or collapsing?
It has partially collapsed, and until we get down in there and cut it and dig it out with the backhoe, we really don't know. We don't know what the extent of the damage is, but it is starting to collapse.
Okay.
And the activity report is in the packet. Thank you.
And we've got about a month or so before pilgrimage, right?
That's correct. I think
4
first
weeks.
weekend of April, and Williams info, we are working on potholes. We do get a lot of pothole calls in. The construction crew has been working on them a lot last week, and we will be working on them. Of course, we can't do nothing when it rains and they full of water, but every chance we get when it is dry enough, we are working on them. So, and I've talked to some of our neighboring cities, and we're not alone in this situation. It's a lot of cities, but we are working on it.
Would it be all right if I made a statement about asking the different neighborhood associations and businesses and citizens to make a special effort to help pick up litter and trash around town?
Yes, sir. That's always helpful right there.
Yeah, we've had because of this wind and weather, it's going to take a special effort to get it up, and we've had a lot of trimming and cutting taking place that's allowed some of this to blow out too, so.
And we still seeing some of the ice storm damage stuff where pine limbs are not actually cut, but where they've been broken off, and it's an old break, so I know it's some of the ice storm stuff. But last week I tried to get all the neighborhoods from all the way north, west, and south, and it looks like we're finally getting a pretty good hold on getting control of it. So hopefully by the end of this week, and if it's outside the road, we should get it if it's had anything to do with the storm.
Thank you. Police, fire, and personnel.
We got a memo here from Miss Lisa Hicks from the Hyundai Politics, where she wants to donate $500 to the police department and $500 to the police and fire. And we know it has to go through council first before they can accept it. So, fellows, you can get ready to get a little extra money in your department. I know you can need it. I know you need it, and I know you can use it. So
They don't look too excited about it.
well, they are. I can feel it for them.
What are the wishes of the council in accepting these funds and passing them on to the fire and police departments?
I make a motion we accept them funds.
A motion by Mr. Cobb.
Second it.
Second by Mr. Bennett. Any further questions or discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise. Motion carries. Anything else, Mr. Knight?
No, that's it.
Before we adjourn, I'd like to recognize Mr. Ed Trainer for his, he was selected by the state. Tiffany, why don't you tell me what he got? Something I saw in the paper.
He was named to the board for the Alabama Press Association.
Alabama Press Association Board. Did they do a background check on that, Ed?
I used you for reference and they just threw me right
You're too kind. You're too kind. Good comeback. We appreciate it, and we appreciate the cooperation we have with the media here. Any other business come before the council? I hear a motion to adjourn.
I make the motion that we adjourn.
Second, Mr. Bennett. All those